What's going on, everybody? Welcome into
How we doing?
Outgun
How we
Podcast
doing?
Episode 2. How is everybody doing on this fine evening? Colt, what's going on? Welcome in. So, today we're going to be talking about our opinions on Apex Season 14 Split 1, I guess you could call it. The last podcast we did, we talked about what was coming in Season 14. Some things happened, some things didn't. So, we're going to talk about, opinions and what we like about it and what we dislike about it. So, Pep, I know you've been playing a lot of Vantage.
Yeah, I've almost 300 kills on it, which is kind of soft, but
I mean, you don't main her, you know what I mean? You're just giving her a whirl.
yeah, yeah,
So, me myself, I haven't played Vantage on my main. I just unlocked her today, but I did on when I was smurfing Jaden up into plat. I did play a little bit of Vantage there.
yeah. She's fun. She's really fun. I thought her movement was gonna be a little stronger, but it's more of just like a reposition. It's not really like you don't really use the bat and like challenge a kid with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you can use it to break somebody's ankles quick as
Yeah,
crap.
yeah. You could. Yeah.
I've
Ha-
seen so many videos. I'm like, dude, that's ridiculous.
have you played Vantage yet, Flip?
No.
But yeah,
No.
you don't use it going right at somebody because like with Pathy, I
Yeah.
could just grapple on someone, but it's a bit different.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like we always talked before she came out, like, oh, you're gonna like wall bounce, jump to the bat, jump off another wall, tap strafe, and like I just feel like
Yeah, I thought it'd be stronger.
it's a lot slower, if that makes sense. Like the movement is just like
Yeah.
when I jump to my
It's
bat, I feel like I'm kind of just like floating rather than like if I did like a pathy grab, I'd be like sending it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, exactly.
I just feel it's not as fast.
I agree.
So you said you already have 300 kills with Vantage.
Yeah, almost. I think like 260 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the bat, have you like pulled out any like insane stuff with it yet
Yeah,
or no?
there's been a couple cool shotgun shots, sniper shots off of it even, but nothing like I don't know. I thought I'd be breaking more ankles, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
Flip said. Like you can break an ankle or two, but it's not quite as strong as I thought it would be. And
Yeah.
just because of like people can shoot you out of it, and like they see where the bat is, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Flip, you said you haven't played her, but do you have her unlocked yet?
Yeah, I have her unlocked and all that shit. I just haven't played her because like I've been focusing on kills on castle this
Yeah,
season.
you
Really.
kill grind and
Yes,
castle.
sir.
I know. What are you? You're at 1500 yet?
I'm at like 650. I haven't really
Oh, what?
played the. I didn't play a lot
Oh, are
yesterday.
you talking about just the season alone?
Yeah, just the
Oh,
season
okay.
alone. I'm over 1500.
Okay.
I'm at 1650, 60 somewhere in there.
But
All
not
right.
bad.
Okay. You tripped me out there for a second. Smokey, what's going on? Welcome in. How's
Nah,
baby
I'm just talking
Zayla
about
doing?
season.
um.
Smoke.
So what do
Yeah,
we
bro,
think of?
congratulations.
What do we think of the alt? Her sniper. What do we think of Vantage's sniper?
I think it's ridiculous. I hate the fact that I'm always getting shot in the back by three different vantages.
Yeah.
That's
And
like
it stacks
legit.
too. If one
Yeah,
shoots
like
you, the other bitch can shoot you for double damage.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they should nerf the damage or anything. They should make it where it only stacks for your team.
That makes sense.
Because there's no reason why if I shoot a person with vantage and Pep shoots one with vantage,
Yeah.
he should get the bonus for it. Like
Nah, for
it's
sure.
just
It should only
ridiculous.
apply to the team who shot you with the
Shot
advantage.
Yeah,
initially, the first
because
shot. Yeah.
there's been so many times I get charge rifle vantage from three different teams. I'm like, what
Yeah.
is wrong with you
Yeah.
guys? Like, it's bad enough if vantage hits you because that's a damage boost insane right away.
See, what I had misunderstood was I thought it was a buff for your team, but it's actually technically a debuff for the person who gets
Yeah.
shot. That's what me,
Yeah.
Pepe,
Yes,
and Colt were
sir.
talking about earlier. It's
Yeah.
not a buff; it's a debuff. That's why you said the other team get the boost too. So
Yeah, I think if they changed that one little aspect, it would make a little bit better comp for everything because then you wouldn't have that stacking effect for
Yeah.
fourth parties, fifth parties, and God knows who else.
now, when it comes to her passive, we don't think it's overpowered, do we? Do we think it's fine?
Um, I think her passive's alright. Her passive, if anything were to be nerfed about her kit, it would probably just be some damage on the sniper and the fact that it applies to the other squads.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
So, like all the passive does is really give information. You know what I mean? So like if you're
Right.
aiming down, you see who has what armor. That's
Yeah.
about it. But when I was smurfing for the bit on Vantage, I found that if you were like, say you're in swamps and there's like trees everywhere, you're on the high ground, you're like looking through, you can't really see people. If you just start like ADSing around, you can like tell if someone's there. It's almost like a jank seer passive,
Yeah.
if that
Right.
makes sense, because it will like target people that you actually can't like see. As long as you're not
See.
behind a wall, if you're looking through a bush or like your view is obstructed by something,
Yeah.
it will
'cause
still pop up and you can be like, there's a team over there even though I can't see them.
it's almost
Obviously,
like
not the wall
it's
shit.
almost like the what is it, the 8 to 10 digi, but it's not a digi backing. It just
Yeah.
gives you the information and highlights the enemy
I
basically.
like that comparison.
That's crazy. I hate it. Absolutely fucking hate it. It's
So
another wall hacking character.
Yeah, I
bro.
don't like the ability, but I like the comparison.
Right? The audio's so broke, so we're just gonna keep pushing out wall
Yeah.
hacking characters so everybody's happy.
all right, so with Vantage, we just the bat's okay. Do you think the speed that you jump to it should be increased a little bit, or do you think it's like fine?
I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Like a 20%, maybe 30% increase. I could see that.
But
And,
if you like stopped playing Vantage and you got like if a Vantage pushed you with that, would that annoy you?
Yes.
It depends. Like that's what I mean. It's got to be the right amount of increase because she is
Yeah.
like pretty easy to shoot right now. If the Vantage like uses it at you, like
Yeah.
you'll probably one clip her. Like
It's
at least
almost
hit her
like-
for 100.
Mhm.
It's almost like focusing a dude coming off of Octane or a Valk.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's almost that
it's-
same
it's
speed.
the pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
That's you gotta weigh out the pros and the cons because, like I said about
Yeah.
the sniper might be OP. We were talking about you'd have to get what body shot and headshot to be like instant down with purple. One headshot, one
Yeah.
body, right?
Yeah.
And but her laser, you know what I mean? Like you know when a Vantage is like.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can get caught off guard and get hit once, but like you should
Yeah.
know if she's aiming at you or aiming at your teammates with
No,
that
for
big ass
sure.
laser coming
For
across
sure.
the map.
I just have a big issue with it because I've been caught in the box because I play controller, so I don't get that
I
fucking
feel that.
movement.
I feel
So
that.
you can't see shit. I'm like, oh, I'm dead. I
Yeah.
already know. When they tag me once, I'm like, I'm dead. I already know what's coming. Somebody's gonna 3-2-1 me with them.
I don't know if you guys remember the last ALGS. There was a lot of caustics, and they would like play the caustic gas. I think she'll be very good at countering that. Like using caustic gas as cover will not be nearly as much of a thing anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, y'all saw my recent clip when I just Bloodhound ulted and just like walked through the gas and just shot everybody.
Yeah.
See, I thought I downed the caustic first, and I was like thinking like you can see through the gas too. Like how come you didn't shoot me? But like after like rewatching it, I realized I killed the Gibby first. He kind of just like walked straight at me, so I know he wasn't
Yeah.
like. Because as a Bloodhound with that stuff, the gas, the Bangalore smoke, I still run a digi thread on my SMG.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the digi. Like someone was telling me they liked the digi on the wingman. Who was that?
Me.
Was it you?
I-
I can't, bro.
I think Solado said that too.
Yeah?
whenever
I
he
love
said
it,
Yeah.
bro. I hit more shots with that shit just because I don't even know why. It's not even the fact that I can see them. I guess it's because I've taught myself as I aim. You don't aim where the character is. You're aiming where the character's gonna go.
Mhm.
So you get that little bit of a lead. Same thing with the
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Like you're not aiming directly on the person. You're aiming a shot. Half a second or whatever in front of them, whatever your drop is. And I don't know. I feel like I do it better with the digi because I guess I see the full outline of them. But dude, I've slapped so many shots. I dropped 5K with that shit in
I
arenas.
got you. I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, I've kind of fell off with the wingman this season. I'm not that good with it anymore. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just shit. I can't tell you.
My wingman at close range feels great, but my like long range wingman does not feel good since I took my break. I came back and like I don't know, I'm not hitting like the headshots that I would at long range before.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think they changed a little bit of the tuning on it too when they converted it over sniper.
Oh, they may have. That could
Yeah,
be it too.
a lot of stuff changed on it. I'm pretty sure that we didn't even notice.
Okay,
so
true.
that could be part of it.
Yeah.
So back on Vantage, what do we think should be done with her? Kept the same, changed?
I don't think she really needs anything other than taking the damage booster from stacking per team. Like, I think it should be just limited to your team.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
agree with that.
I do
I
too.
think other than that, she's fine.
So what do
Definitely
we
not
think?
like Spear and
Jumping to echo
Valkyrie and all
speed
them.
should be increased.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a little bit of
And
I
fine
would
tuning
say
on that.
yeah, I
I
could do
would say
like
like
20%.
5%, 5 to
5%.
10, depending on, because you got to look at it as compared to, if not, you're basically gonna have an octane boosted character
Yeah,
going to a bat.
100%. I
Like, there's
got
no
you.
way. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
who you
yeah,
are
yeah.
unless you're
No, and
pro.
she'll
You're not
happen
hitting
every
that.
25 seconds or something like that, or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
Yeah,
it'd
Okay,
be
makes sense.
insane.
yeah.
So a little bit of a speed boost to the echo launch, and then
Yep.
we think. So, like I said, I initially thought it was like a team buff and not a debuff. Maybe that's how they need to make it.
Right.
So it's
I
not a
agree.
debuff to the character, so the other teams don't get the boost, just your team does. I'm okay if they change those two things. I think Vantage is pretty balanced.
Yeah, I agree.
uh, Besides the, like I said, the fact that she can just like passive through obstructions and like still see your team and stuff. It's not that big of a deal though, you know.
Right.
And when you mark somebody, it lasts what, 10 seconds?
I think so.
I think it's 5 on the first shot, and the
5?
second shot gives them a 10 or like some weird shit. I was reading it really.
Okay, so do we think that needs to be increased, or is the 5 second long enough?
Nah, it's good. It's
I
probably
think
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
one
it's
sec.
just long enough for you to get behind cover, pop a couple of cells, and then it's gone. So it's about 5 seconds, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was 5 or 10. I knew it was around
Because
there.
I get tagged as castle all the time, and I just duck behind cover, pop a couple of cells, and by then the mark's off me, and I can move.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not- yeah.
we're on along the lines of like legends, so let's just like continue with legends. I know Pepe here is like trying to figure out how long it lasts real quick.
Yeah, it's 10 seconds.
It is 10 seconds? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you think 10 seconds is fine, less or more?
Yeah, not 10 seconds is probably reasonable.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think she's fine. I can see maybe the sniper bullets doing 25 less damage or something. I wouldn't do it like too drastically, but I think 25 less damage.
I think the first
is
shot's
okay.
fine, because the first shot only knocks like 2 cells off of blue. So it's like, what, 50 damage?
Yeah, yeah.
I think, what's the second one, 100?
Yep. If we're talking body, yeah, so it doubles.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking
So
if they met in the middle,
I
like
would-
a 50%
I would say-
increase?
I would say, yeah, I would go like 50, 75, 100, and then if it's a headshot, do it by a 25 increase on top of that. So like if you hit a headshot with it, on the second shot you get your 100. But if you don't, you're only getting the 75.
It is pretty easy to use that sniper. That's the
Yeah,
one thing I will say.
It
Is
literally
it is
tells
very
you where to
easy.
aim. It tells you
Yeah.
where to put the fucking reticle to hit the
Yeah.
shot. Like, I mean, you should be able to hit the shot.
Yeah.
Average person. So I mean, with that, I think that the damage should be balanced a little more. But I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
okay.
horrible either way.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you guys think of what do you guys think of like where Maggie and Newcastle are at this season? I think Newcastle's in such a
Okay,
good
yeah,
spot right
let's-
now,
let's
man.
talk about
Like the
Newcastle
fact that he
first.
can do movement reses is just for stupid.
Yeah, we'll talk with Newcastle first. We'll come back to Maggie because I know Flip's loving it. So
Yeah. Well, not stupid, but like
I don't
sick.
think that I'm loving it as much as everybody I play around loves it.
Yeah, I got
Because
you.
I can stick some sick ass reses now. It's so much fun, especially
And
if you
you
just
do.
walk off a little lip.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
get that
you get
little boost.
from the downhill slope, you get the
It's
boost.
so
the
much fun.
plays that you pull off with Newcastle are nuts. Just rezzing mid fight, dragging someone inside of a building, you know, just like anything like that.
Yeah, you can tap strafe and like b-hop and stuff out of it,
Yeah,
apparently.
I've seen clips. I haven't.
Yeah, no, I've seen clips too. I don't know if they changed it or what, but
I
No,
actually
it's
don't think
still
I've
that
ever
way.
played a single game
Yeah.
as Newcastle.
I love Newcastle. Like, he's literally the epitome of what I want to play like. So when they brought him into the game and I played him the first time, I was like, oh, bet.
I got you.
That's ideally. It's like a speedier Gibby, but with on crack.
So do we
Yeah,
do we
yeah,
all
I like
agree?
it.
Do we all agree that Newcastle is the best support legend right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hands down.
Because last season we had all those buffs to Lifeline and stuff, and it literally did not make a difference. Nobody gave a shit.
I
And
mean,
then,
everybody talks about her saying she's in a better place, but she's still not where she should be.
I mean,
They should
she
give
got a
her a red
buff.
shield back. IMO, like
I
they
agree.
should give her early season's
Yeah.
I'm
red
okay with
shield.
that. I agree
If
too.
they gave her that shield, I would probably go back to playing her.
Yeah,
The,
she would definitely be able to compete with like Newcastle and Gibby in certain situations
Oh
then
fuck
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
yeah.
The only place
Especially
I see people arenas.
with the dual heal and shit like yeah, I run her in arenas religiously. But like
Fast heal, oh my god,
yeah,
fast heal is
especially with
nuts.
oh man, it'd be insane if they brought her back like that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That would definitely balance the
I don't know if they
medic
should
side
do
of
like quite the fast heal they had, but if they were to do
right.
something like that, like increased heals on Lifeline, that'd be cool too.
That'd be fucking insane.
Okay, so what happened with Newcastle? His shield did more like electricity damage there. It had more health.
It's
Yeah.
buffed to
The
20 when they come over it.
the
They
res
buffed the
Stuns
whole
speed,
more
shield.
too, or
the
something
res
like that. Like it
speed, like
stuns for
movement
longer.
faster.
Yeah. He got a buff on everything, like
But
literally 25% on everything, I think.
the question I have is, was it necessary to buff him that crazy?
I think so.
I think he's where he should have been in the first
Yeah.
place
Yeah.
because now he's actually had an impact on the meta. You didn't see
Yeah.
any Newcastle like doing anything really before. Now he's
Hey,
actually like being
whoa.
played. No, okay, you did.
Whoa.
No, okay,
Whoa.
I'm sorry, but you didn't see in like high
I
level
mean,
ranked and like
I
competitive.
made
Newcastle
Diamond
wasn't popping up.
last split, but that was last minute.
I got you.
So yeah.
But
I mean,
now
I'm not
he might start popping up like fucking in
ALGS
Masters, Pred
comps.
lobbies,
Yeah.
ALGS now.
I
Yeah.
agree. I feel like his pick rate definitely went up since the buff. I haven't
I
seen
Yeah.
it,
really
but I
think
feel like
I
it would
really
have.
think he could have still been a meta, not maybe not meta, but like an influence on the comp setup and everything last season. But I think everybody was too scared to use him, or they didn't know enough about how to use him, how slow he was, because he was still really good. Because I mean, Zen can vouch. I played him the whole way through the season, and like,
Yeah.
bro, I was still doing some crazy ass shit. Like, there's multiple times that Zen's like, I don't know how the fuck we even survived that. Like, bro, you just gotta trust me. But yeah,
In the last ALGs, I saw one. I don't know who it was. Couldn't tell you what team, what player. Somebody did run Newcastle,
probably dropped.
and they were running Newcastle with Watson. So every time he popped his ult, the Watson would just throw alt excels, and he just put it down another wall right again. And they were just like walling up like crazy with his ult. Now I have a question, because I don't Newcastle, but if you put down a wall and you were to put down a wall literally 20 seconds after you use your alt excels, does the first wall still have electricity on or no?
It goes away. The whole wall
The whole
disappears.
wall goes away?
Every ult I put down, it disappears.
Imagine
that's
you could
why-
make like a circle of Newcastle.
Yeah,
ults.
that's ultimately why they did that, is because
Yeah.
you have a Watson with you, you carry 6 ults. It only takes fucking an ult and like 30 seconds to have your fucking ult, so you could
It's
literally
that
wall up.
fast?
It's 2 minutes and 5 seconds, something like that.
Damn.
It's one of the fastest ones in the game, minus like I think Seer gets his in like 20 seconds less.
Yeah, Sears gets
And Loba.
Maggie too, yo. Like I thought
Loba.
Pathfinder's got his fast, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Maggie gets hers faster. And it like, cause I made Maggie when she dropped and I kill grinded, and that
Yeah.
ult, it's not the craziest ult. You know what I mean? They
No,
obviously
it is now.
they
It's
obviously
pretty
buffed
sick.
it now to
Yeah.
counter Gibby, but
Right.
the whole thing in the first place was she had that riot drill to counter Gibby. In like Rampart, I guess, you know what I mean? And now it's just like even more of a counter to Gibby. Just whip your ball, whole freaking dome gone.
It's even
Yeah.
her tactical's more of a counter to Castle too now.
Yeah, it
Because
doesn't
that
get
motherfucker-
damaged when it hits the wall.
It'll come through my wall. It'll burn through it. It's enough that it'll fucking hurt you. Like if you're directly on the wall. That's why now if I jump my wall, I automatically.
Oh yeah, you gotta be on the
face
other side of
myself.
the Gibby bubble now, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, you can't like be in the Gibby bubble anymore. There's
Yeah.
no space. Like you gotta be on the
Yeah.
backside. Yeah,
It's the same way on the wall. You can't press my wall either. It's crazy.
yeah.
So from what I understand with the Maggie ult, what happened was they made the ball like the wrecking ball. It goes double the distance now, but it
Mhm.
drops the same amount of speed pads.
Okay.
So the speed pads like they just space
There's
them out
less
more.
speed pads. Yeah.
No, it's
Right.
the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same, but they're just spaced out more.
Or no, that my bad. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. So there's like less speed pads per square, like fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think
But
it like
there's more spaced
say
out
it
at the end
dropped
of the
say
day.
it dropped 10 speed pads, instead of it being in this amount of space, now it's in this amount of space and it's
Yeah.
the same amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe her riot drill travels double speed now. Like when she shoots it, it goes double as fast, and she
Oh
gets that
fucking
shit
no,
back
that
pretty
thing's
fast.
annoying.
Like I'm sure you see my Instagram clips, like sticking them to cars, shoot it on a door, then open the door depending on where they are. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I still, even though that she can take out Gibby's bubble, I feel like Gibby's being played less in ranked now, and I,
Simply because of
I
that.
still don't. I know, but like, how many Maggies are there actually in ranked?
I don't know about above like diamond, but I know up to plat I've run into quite a few actually.
Like I don't know. I watch a lot of Pred plays, and I've seen like a few people playing Maggie for their team comp. Like
Right.
not like everybody, but here like
There's a couple, yeah.
yeah.
Because I know one of the guys that Drop's been playing with was playing a while back, and then one of the guys, fuck was his name, Retzi. One of the guys that was playing over Retzi the other day was running Maggie also.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Well, Colt here wants to know our
Also,
opinion on Gibby.
Jibby,
I guess we can talk a
I
bit
want the
on that.
swimsuit skin. That's all I want. That's
Do
what
we think Gibby
expenses.
needs a buff of some sort?
I think Gibby's like kind of where like he should be now. Like there's another support that's alongside him, which is
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle, and there's a hard counter to him, which can just stop you from bub fighting like whenever you want, which is Maggie.
But
Yeah.
you got like last season, it was the riot drill. You know, you shoot that, it goes through the Gibby bubble, it does damage. Or sometimes what I do is just run up and throw the ball in the bubble because it just bounces around
Yeah.
inside the bubble. Now you
Yeah,
can't do that because it'll just break the freaking bubble, right? So you can't bounce the ball around inside. But I feel
yeah.
like that's just like they had a counter to Gibby and then they just increased the counter to Gibby and made it like even better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
I thought at a point in time that there was talk of his bubble being bigger. I thought they were gonna make it
They
bigger.
did make his bubble
They
They
bigger.
did
made it
Like
make it
taller
last
bigger.
season, the season before, it was it's fucking huge
two
now.
seasons
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
two
they
seasons
increased it
ago.
so the Valcolt would actually reach it before, because like before when you pop Valcolt, your head would be topping out the bubble, like the bubble was here and your head would poke out.
Mm-hmm.
So when you went to launch, all you had to do was throw arc stars up there. Your head literally went up into the arc stars, and you're fucking cracked. You're done.
Yeah.
So they did that to help counter that tactic, and then they raised it by like I think 5 meters or something. They
Well,
increased it from like
Gibby's
15 to
been
20.
hard meta for so long now, since like season
Yeah,
like 7 or whenever they like gave him a full like buff. Like even before that, like I'm pretty sure you got his full buff. But since people realized how good he was for comp, like he's been meta.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree.
Well, Colt here's
I think
saying he's
Gibby's
dropped out of meta. Is that true?
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe
Is that
now
facts?
he's like less
Yeah,
meta for
he's like
sure.
halfway down the pick rate.
Yeah.
Him and Castle are almost at the same place.
You don't really see much Gibby in like high level ranked right now, from like what I've been watching anyway.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Damn. I mean, you're right. Actually, I haven't seen like I'm in the middle of Plat 2 right now, or just the beginning, and I haven't seen many Gibbies.
Even
I've
in like
seen more
Masters Fred
Newcastles.
lobbies, bro, there's not a lot of Gibbies right now.
I've seen more
No cap.
Newcastles than Gibbies, definitely.
Yeah.
I think out
Yeah,
of those like
like Jack
supportish
my
type
shit.
characters, I think Newcastle is the best right now,
He's definitely the
especially with
best.
that buff.
Like for combat reses, Gibby might be better for endgame unless there's a Maggie kicking around.
Well,
Oh,
I feel like the bubble honestly doesn't last as long. I feel like if it was there for like another 5 seconds, maybe it would help a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because you got to think Castle's wall, you throw that shit down and it doesn't go away.
Nah, yeah,
Like it's there.
you gotta do a
I
lot
gotta
of
take
damage
it
to it.
down.
But
Or
when
Yeah.
it comes to height, if someone's on height and you're Gibby and you throw that bubble, like you know what I mean, it's more cover. Like Newcastle doesn't have anything above. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can
I
just
just move
rain
them
fire
off
on
of
you.
Gibby's got his ult though too, which is like
Mhm.
one big thing. If they don't have a Watson or a Gibby or like cover to play around, then an ult can win you a fight pretty easily.
I just
But it,
jump up and knock them off heights.
we
That's my
played a
favorite.
game. I can't remember. I don't know who I played with yesterday. We played a game. Someone took my bloodhound, so I played Gibby. And it was you, dude. It took so long to get the fucking alt, man.
Yeah,
We were in between two teams, and if I had my alt, we
It
could
takes a
have
long
like,
time.
yeah.
like
Definitely.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I feel like
You got one
run
Gibby
into the
alt and
alt.
one bubble per fight, and you got to make it good.
I know, but if you run into the, you can position yourself in the middle of a Gibby alt and take no damage. There's
Yeah.
some spots
Wait.
where if you stand in between them, and if you climb a wall too, you get more space in between you and that missile. Like I've been in the middle of one and not
I
taking
think you're
damage.
talking about bang alt, not Gibby alt, bro.
No, I've dodged Gibbies. I swear.
I know as Valk and as Horizon, you can like be in the air and not get hit by any missiles. But
I can take a Newcastle mobile shield and not take no damage from a Gibby ult.
Really?
yeah, I would
well,
believe
yeah, that's a
that.
wall.
I would believe that. Yeah, but
because of the curve on it.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I don't think I've ever stood in a Gibby ult and not get hit by any missiles. But
Well,
I have a couple
Taxi was playing Newcastle, right? Was it Taxi or Jen?
yeah, Taxi's been
it was
playing
Taxi?
Newcastle. Yes, yeah.
Because he did the thing where he threw the mobile shield in front of a door to prevent the door from being blown up.
Yeah,
which I
that's
thought
pretty
was
dope.
neat as well, because, you know, playing doors are different than playing a shield. So
Yeah.
you're basically just doing it to keep the door. That way you can
I
hold it,
throw
swing it,
I throw the
whatever.
mobile to the door if Valk's trying to break it with her missiles. I'll use it and throw it to the door, and it catches because the little robot on it won't go through it,
Mm-hmm.
so it automatically stops there. Even if you overthrow it, it catches, so it's perfect, and it projects just enough out that it literally gives you an arc over your doors. Yeah,
I never considered what Zufo's saying right now.
Yeah, you can use Gibby Arm Shield to stop. You can look down. You have to like look down at it, and you'll stop like nades from like doing like AOE damage. Kind of, you'll like block them, but your arm shield will go away.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could do it anymore since they nerfed his arm shield down.
They
You
nerfed
probably
it.
take
Yeah,
a
I
lot
wonder.
more
I
damage.
wonder.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, no, fucking Gibby ult's really good endgame and Gibby Bubble's really good endgame, but his capability of like rezzing has definitely been overshadowed by Newcastle now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we mentioned Velk a couple times. Do we want to talk about that?
She's still in a good spot. She takes more skill now, and she's not as dominant on the meta. Like before, it was like you needed a Valk if you weren't like playing zone. Now, like if you land anywhere, but like I don't know.
Well, so what
Like
I know,
if you're not in
jump
zone, you pretty
towers-
much need a Valk in certain situations before.
Mhm.
Because it was the best option. Whereas now, like it's not necessarily the best option. Like you could, I don't know.
Yeah, I think even now you still need one.
Yeah, she's still
Because
good for sure, but she's not as good as she was. Like you almost need one still, yeah. But,
The only reason I say that is because of the zone increase, the damage,
yeah,
and
true
the
that.
movement. Because, bro,
Fair
if you're
point.
not landing in the middle of the map or
Yeah,
so,
for
where you
real.
can get in the zone quick, you're gonna get your ass raped by
There's-
a
Yeah,
zone.
it's a fair point.
There's times where we land at the top of the map, and then the zone is like we're just running for like 3 minutes straight
Yeah.
trying to make zone, and then you run into a team and it's even worse. Like I've actually been starting to carry 8 syringes, and that just like blows my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then once I'm in that first ring, I drop them. But like I carry them because you're gonna fucking use them if you're running from that zone.
Yeah.
And they also took out half the freaking jump towers.
Yeah, so
The
you
only
can't
jump
get
towers
around.
on Kings Canyon are around the edges of the map now.
yeah.
Facts.
So the only I think the
really-
only place where you can do jump tower to jump tower is what's it called at the top of the map? I'm dumb. That one in artillery.
site to
Crash site to artillery. I think that's the only time where you'd actually hit 2 jump towers in a row.
They took the one out in Spotted Lake too, huh?
Oh no, it's there actually. Maybe you could do crash site spotted
you
lake
could
too.
do. Yeah,
But
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know. I
that's
feel
the
like
only
it's
one I know.
it's a lot of running this season from freaking
Yeah.
Storm. And if
Well,
you don't
it's
hit
not
the
a-
heals,
I think
It's a lot of
Valk's
running
still
off the
good,
map.
but she's not as much of a necessity maybe as she was before. Because there is like other like comps that you could run and rotate early.
Yeah.
yeah,
but
definitely.
she is still super valuable for like ensuring you guys make it through your rotation.
So I got a bunch of information on the Valk changes. The last podcast we were gonna talk about it, and then my info guy, Colt, he was like, no, they're not doing that. So we never talked about it on the last podcast because he told me it was confirmed that they weren't changing Valk, and then they did anyways.
Yeah, I remember that.
So what? Her skydive thing, it takes off slower, does it not?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's slower of a like the whole thing has been like lowered, like
Yeah,
the height on
90
it.
meters.
She takes off slower.
Takes off slower,
Um,
doesn't go as high. Her like jets have 25% less capacity.
yeah.
They didn't touch the missiles, did they?
Yes, there is. I'm trying to find the fucking exact damage change. I think it's
What's
where
at
it only stacks.
90%? Oh,
I
you're
think it
talking
only.
about the jets? Okay. I
I
was
think the
wrong.
damage from the missiles only takes. You can only stack it up to 25 per character now off a swarm, whereas before it could do like 50 or whatever
Yeah,
to a
you could
magnet.
hit like multiple missiles on a person.
Yeah,
Now you
it's
can
only
only hit
one.
one.
Okay, so I was wrong about the jets. Colt saying it's 90% now instead of 100. I thought it was a 25% decrease, but I guess I'm wrong. He's the guy who told me it wasn't confirmed and we didn't talk about it. So yeah. Thank you, Colt. I appreciate that. Is there anything else I'm missing about Valk? It was just
They took her fuel down, like her thruster fuel.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
got a
they
lot
oh
made
my
less now.
god, I
Yeah,
forgot
she's got a
about it.
lot less thruster
Yeah.
fuel now.
It's Mirage. They technically call it a Mirage buff. I forgot about that. When
What?
she scans people, it scans all of them now.
Oh
So if a
shit! What the
Mirage sends
fuck?
out, if he sends out a decoy or uses his alt, the Valk alt will ping all of them, so you don't know which one the real one
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
that's stupid.
Which I guess you can consider that a Valk nerf as well as a Mirage buff, however you want to see it. Because I know like a Bloodhound scan is gonna ping them all, right? But like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't Valk scan do the same? So I guess she's just like on par with them now when it comes to that information.
So, what do y'all think of like the assault rifle changes and the laser sights on submachine guns and stuff?
Okay, so I'm assuming we've all been running the Volt and we've all been loving the Volt being returned
Yeah.
to the ground. Now, I feel like the Volt might be better for you guys because like y'all are on
Yeah,
controller,
Yeah,
and I'm on mouse and key.
fair point.
But
point.
when I'm using the Volt, I just fucking run at people, man. I don't even like you said with the laser sights. I just run at people and hip fire and just I don't aim anyways. Is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. I don't aim with the Volt. I just fucking run
You
at
mean
you.
you don't use your whole arm?
No, just the wrist, bro. I got fat arms.
I seen a post that said that. I was like, how the fuck is that
So,
even viable?
I've noticed that, like for me, I have not been running like assault rifles as much. If I'm gonna like, I'll run like a car and like a G Scout or something like that.
What
And
you
the G Scout
tapping?
is an AR, but like assault rifles are not nearly as good in close range anymore, 100%, because of like the fact that you can't really strafe and hip fire with them, and that's just like my play style too. Like I don't know, I like to like I don't know, obviously like I'm a controller player, but like I like to fight in close range, and so I'd rather have a submachine gun with the strafing capabilities than I would like an AR where I have to like kind of hold an angle and like beam somebody, or I don't know, even just ADS and take the chance of getting beamed myself.
Yeah. Well, they increased the hipfire spread to all guns, right?
Yeah, and then they added. Okay, so essentially what I'm saying is a submachine gun with the laser sight.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather run than an AR now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I don't know, I'm pretty good with SMGs as well.
Yeah.
I'm religious on AR.
I mean, I know you're loving
Yeah,
the G
I got
Scout,
you.
but I can't, bro. I'm so shit with the G Scout.
The G Scout's nuts, man. I'm telling you, the G Scout's best gun in the game right now.
I
I've
would
used
go
the
that
G
far.
Scout.
I think it's one of the best, but I
Yeah,
didn't go
it's
as-
definitely one of the best guns in the game right now.
I won't pick the fucking up,
So,
but
did they
yeah.
change the car's hipfire spread though? Because I know the car isn't.
It just
it
had
can't use the laser.
it had crazy hip fire spread already, man. If you looked at the car's hip fire compared to the R99 before, it was astounding.
But
Yeah.
you can't put a laser on it. So did they like they said they increased
Nah,
hipfire spread
they
on
just-
everything? Did they leave the car alone?
Maybe.
no, it
I don't know.
probably
Cole's
got-
saying they left the
it probably
car
got
alone.
used.
Yeah.
He's the info guy. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I still fuck with the R3 in the flatline. Don't get me wrong, but I've definitely noticed like a lot less beams in close range than before. Like, and that's just hip firing I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Because if I ADS, I'll still like one clip a kid. But
I can
yeah,
hip fire with them. That's
I
a
can
lot of
too,
my.
but only for like 90s and like hundreds. When before it was like I would hip fire a kid for like 180. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Now like
Yeah.
that extra like 80 damage is kind of gone.
No,
Huh.
definitely. I see that now. What else returned to the ground? Okay, so the car and the wingman came out of the crafter.
Eva.
The Volt and the G7.
Eva.
All right, the EVA 8, yo. How we liking it? How we liking it? All right, the EVA 8 got a crazy ass buff. If you haven't seen the last podcast, you're slacking. You should have watched it and you would have known before the season came out. But
That Eva.
so the
Disgusting.
EVA 8 did lose one pellet, correct? It lost
Yeah.
one pellet. It now takes stocks, double tap as it turns, and it shoots faster than ever. So
And it's nasty.
if we're gonna compare it to what 4 seasons ago before it got nerfed,
It's
what
at the same place.
same place?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
not as
I think it's
powerful.
nearly there though. If you look at
Yeah,
the actual
but
numbers, like it's pretty
damn
close.
close.
Yeah.
It might have just enough buff on it compared to that season to actually not get complained about enough to get adjusted. Like
I'm not complaining
legitimate.
about it.
Like legitimately. I don't think it's that disgusting because like it depends on it's one of those it's like using a wingman.
Mhm.
If or any shotgun. If you
Yeah.
miss the shots, you're gonna get fucking dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
I personally love it because me and the Eva have been like, best friends since the goddamn I came to the game. That's the one shotgun that never lets me down.
I only
And
really like the Eva when it's like at this state. Like when the Eva's not like I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's OP right now, but when the Eva's not strong, or when it's just like an okay weapon, I can't use it for shit.
I
Like
could
straight up,
still
I'm
wax
not
that
good with
shit.
the Eva.
I love
Like
it.
I can use it when it's good, but like I can't
Right.
use it when it's okay.
Yeah. See, and now that it's got this buff on it, dude, it's disgusting. If I pick one up, I'm wiping almost a whole squad with it. Zen watched me earlier. They went down at the bridge underneath fucking diving board, dude, and I fucking almost 1v3'd the whole team with the Eva.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only reason I died is because I missed the fucking shot
Yeah,
as he come
you
around the
use the
corner.
double tap
But
too, and I can't stand the double tap. I
and
fucking
and that's why I like it. Like I don't use it till they're right on my fucking face. But if I double tap you for 50 in the mouth as you come around the corner, bro, you're gonna feel that shit. That's 100 and something damage. You're gonna feel the fucking roll of that gun. That's the only reason I like it is because I know if I'm hitting one shot, I'm hitting two. So that's
Yeah, I got you.
it's a disgusting fucking feeling to know that you got dealt with an Eva.
so Pepe, how often are you running the Eva? Are you still taking the PK over it?
Yeah, no, I usually just run the PK now still. That's just kind of how I am though,
Mhm.
like eh, yeah, I'm still a PK over Eva guy.
All
Yeah,
right,
see,
all
I
right.
can't stand the PK because every time I shoot that damn gun, it gives me 9. I'm like, I hit him in the chest.
Yeah.
There's, I should
Yeah,
got one bullet
literally.
for every. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's just kind of like the way you can play with the Eva more for me. Like
right.
you can hold an angle, jiggle peek with it, like I don't know. Or the Peacekeeper, my bad. I said the Eva, I think. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I know what
kind
you
of just the way you play with the Peacekeeper as opposed to like the Eva for me anyway. Or you can.
right. I feel it.
All right,
I mean,
so
it's a different type of gun.
Yeah, for sure.
wingman changes and stuff like that. Wingman, skull piercer's back. Boosted loader isn't legendary. It's purple now. Sniper mags go on the wingman. It takes sniper ammo. So
But I
instead of
can't put a
carrying
48 on.
24 sniper, you now carry 28. And I feel like the spam of the wingman has slowed down. Because before, it took heavy. You got 2
Yeah.
stacks of heavy, 120 shots. You got 2 stacks of sniper. It's only like 56, right? If I'm mental mathing correctly.
And you have like alternatives too now, like the 30-30 and the G scale for long range like that.
Mhm.
But I don't know, the wingman was really a problem, like in comp, I would say. That's why it got nerfed, is because you would see so many good players with the wingman just using the thing at range, and then it's also a great weapon for close as
Yeah.
well. Like it's not just
I prefer to use it up close.
yeah.
I,
But I
fun.
just, like I said, I feel like it's not because of the ammo carrying situation. Me, if I run a wingman, I'm only carrying 3 stacks of sniper. That's it.
Yeah.
Just 3 stacks.
Carry
And even though
two.
that's like a lot less shots than it would have been if it was still heavy, I feel like it's just a lot less spam. You know, like there's a lot of people out there at the wingman who would miss, 5 shots and hit 1. And just, just spam their shots and
Reload.
try to hit. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why they have boosted loaders, because they miss one. Yeah,
I got
did any
you.
of that.
Yeah, you
I hate
miss like the first half of your wingman clip and then just reload it quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Clack, 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 clack. Reload. Clack, clack, clack,
Yeah,
reload. Clack,
no
clack. I'm like,
cap.
bro, you just
No
wasted
cap,
30
bro.
fucking ammo right there and 3 shots. Like, come
Yeah.
on now.
Mm-hmm. So, are we okay with the wingman? We think it's where it should
Yeah.
be?
I think it was a good
I don't know if
change.
it's where it should be. I think there's still some fine tuning to be done, but I don't really know what to do with it, because I don't know. I feel like there's something different about the whole gun. It's the same thing as I said earlier. I feel like there's something different about
Yeah,
it.
my
Maybe
range wingman definitely feels weird. I
Yeah.
completely agree with that. Like the bullet drop or something might have been
and it
changed a
could be
little
the
bit.
fact that they did tune it to be a sniper more
Yeah.
style shot. So, and it could just take a little bit of time to adjust to it, but it definitely feels like different. Like as a player, you can notice when they change stuff, and there's something about that gun that's different right now.
No, I agree. I told
True.
you I'm trash with it now, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
definitely not as good as I once was, but
Okay, so the Devo and the RE are now off the ground in the crafter, and it seems to me that nobody gives a fuck.
yeah.
And
Nah.
You see
nobody's
one
crafting
here and
them.
there, but
I haven't seen one of those guns the whole season.
the only time you
aside
see
from
it,
the crafting menu.
the only time I have seen it is when the whole team is running hammer points and turbos, and I've run across like 3
A
teams that
couple of them, yeah. I
yeah,
got
like
you.
3 teams that were just they're just
Yeah.
fucking being jackasses about shit,
Yeah.
and they were probably doing it for something stupid like Eclipse or something. Which, I mean, whatever.
It's for the content.
Yeah, I mean, I
Right.
saw this dude. He was just running Devo Havoc, both turbocharged. He was actually shitting on the whole lobby. It was funny. I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Can't remember who it was, but it's funny content.
Probably Jenks does that shit.
So, let's talk about Kings Canyon itself for a bit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
What? Really?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Dude,
I hate Kings
straight
Canyon.
up, hands down, not even gonna cap with you. Currently, my favorite map.
I'm fucking with it too.
If this was last season, or the season before, whatever, I fucking hated Kings Canyon, yo. Kings Canyon was bottom of the barrel, my least favorite map. I bitched about how the colors looked. It was so gray. Half the map got, like, the bottom corner of the map got blown up. Skulltown's gone, whatever.
And that was the hot drop. That's where, like,
Mhm.
5 teams would land some games. And so then you
That's
have,
it.
like, an extra 5 teams just, like, spread across the canyon, which you just get collapsed in on every fucking...
Yeah, and there's
other
so
fight.
much loot there. I don't know why they had to change the name from Skulltown to Relic. Like, whatever. It came back. It's a relic. Ooh. But
Ooh.
there's actually so much loot there. There's, like, 3 parts of the town, right? You got, what I'm talking about. The 3 rows of buildings. But across the whole back wall, there's so much loot back there. There's literally, like, each one has, like, at least 8 pills.
Yeah.
3 on the ledge, and there's actually a spot for the ship to go back there. I didn't know that until today when me, Flip, and Zufo were running ranked. The ship will actually go back in between 2 of them and hover over the edge of the map. And
That's pretty crazy.
I was kind of, like, scared to go over
there.
there because, like, I felt
Yeah,
like
they
I'd, like,
made-
hit the rope, fall off the fucking map, and I don't know.
They made very minimal changes, but the changes they made were impactful. Like, just a couple old choke points had been changed, and then relics back. And the color, as you said, like the contrast of the map now actually makes me want to play it,
Mhm.
as opposed to like, oh, this map's so bland and boring. Like,
Exactly. I love the
Yeah.
colors. I feel like Olympus is still the most colorful map, and I feel like Kings Canyon is kind of just like in the middle, like in between Olympus and where it was, which I think is perfect. It's not like you're not going to get distracted by like, this is beautiful, you know what I mean? But there was also some other POIs that were changed, right? We got the cage that's completely open on the top now.
Yeah.
And what's
Basin.
the place? Is it Basin?
basin was changed. They
That's
added
with the
buildings,
waterfall, right?
added a zip
That's
line.
with
Yep.
the waterfall. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I believe there's
over
5
by
new
Ridge.
buildings there and 3 new zip
Yeah.
lines and a bridge,
Yep.
which is quite a lot for that one area. Now, what's
Right.
the other place that it's near Capacitator? What am I thinking of?
The hill. They
Yeah.
changed
It,
it.
oh, it is.
Where
It's called the
all
Hill, right?
open.
Yeah, it's
Or
all
something
open
like
now.
that.
There's no buildings there.
Yep.
I'm okay with it.
Which
It's still not a place. I don't land there that often. You know what I mean? I don't care to land
right.
there. Maybe in a duo game, but
I don't
I
like
don't
the
know. I
map.
feel like people are over Skulltown being back already, and it's not like
It's not as
it's not
hot.
holding like the construction building on World's Edge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
nah, I got you. I agree with that. Yeah.
Because there's times we're playing like ranked or pubs, and we'll drop there, and there's like one team F that, and we're like, okay, I thought the ship just came right over it, right off rip. Like, why ain't anybody here?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the cage and what is it, containment in the middle of the map, or is that capacitator? Am I tripping? I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about? In the dead middle of the
Con-
map.
The one with the animals.
Yes.
Well,
Contain.
that's containment.
It is containment? Okay, I feel like containment and the
If
cage
it
are
has
like...
animals, it's containment. Just remember
So,
containing
Okay.
animals.
Okay.
That's how I remember it.
I
Like,
feel like that is more of a hot drop than Relic.
oh, it is. That's the place to go right now. Every pubs match for a long time, I was dropping there. Like, if yeah,
That and the cage. I feel like a lot of people go to the cage.
facts. I love cage,
But
especially
yeah,
now. I love it even more because I go second floor and first person that drops on me, I'm shooting.
y'all been seeing less Horizon?
No,
No.
that's the same.
no, I played
I
a few.
think her alt I think her alt has way less impact on team fights now than it did before.
Yeah, I
Like,
completely forgot they nerfed
you
it.
cannot just alt a team anymore. They shoot it out in like half a second. Your nades do damage to it.
Your
Your teammates'
teammates.
gunfire does damage to it.
That's
Fucking
crazy.
yeah, that's
I
why I'm
didn't know
asking
they'd
if
done
you've
all
been
that.
seeing less Horizon is because her alt is not what it used to be at all.
Right. See, I didn't know all that.
Yeah.
I don't play her, so nobody I know plays her really on religiously.
I play a decent bit of Horizon. I grinded her when she came
We
out.
never played together, Pep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll play together soon. We will.
Nah, I'm just giving you shit, brother. No, but
No,
you know what I
sure.
mean. I have a couple of people that I know that play with her. I just haven't played her lately.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I got a couple of old Spire today, but I noticed it wasn't as detrimental to the team as
Yeah,
before. So
no, for sure.
I kind of thought about it. I was like, what? Didn't we just get Horizon altered?
Yeah. You're like,
Like,
what's going on? Why are we not trapped?
Yeah, like I got killed out of one, but that's literally because they threw it on me and I was in the open and I couldn't get away from it. I was like, you
Yeah.
fucking mother.
Yeah, just turn and shoot it now, bro. It's only like 150 damage or something like that.
I
Right.
think so.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
there.
Normally I do, but yeah, there's nothing that could be done there.
No,
Yeah,
I got you. When
sometimes-
you're in the open and it happens, you're kind of like, fuck.
Do I
This
shoot the alt or
bitch.
do I shoot the person, you know?
Exactly.
It was the
It's like
full
quick
three
thinking.
stack on me.
Her movement's still great for the team, though. She has her Q still, and like her obviously air strafing and shit.
Hell yeah. Facts.
I just feel like it needs to be used up against walls if you're trying to like take height and there's a team on it. I feel like if you do it too far away from the wall, then you're kind of just like floating there. That's just my opinion on it.
If you do it on like the other side of a wall from what a team's on, say like a team's here, and then you throw your alt here,
Bump
it'll
them
suck
away.
them against the wall, and
Yeah.
they can't shoot it.
Oh, my bad. I'm talking about the Q.
Yeah.
Oh,
the alt,
okay.
yeah.
My
I
bad.
feel like if you're gonna like Q on to height, it needs
Yeah.
to be used closer, like as close to the wall as you can,
Yeah.
Big facts.
because then you want to like, you know, you could like step off of it halfway through and not go all the way up, and then you're just like floating towards it, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it just makes it slower. It's kind of like the Vantage Q when you jump to the bat. I feel like it's slow.
No, I got you.
Because, you know, ever since I've started grinding, you're working on that movement, adding stuff to the arsenal, tapestry of your
Yeah.
wall hops, and just constantly moving. I feel like there's still people out there that don't utilize the fact that slide jump, keep sliding, it's faster, do it, you know?
Yeah.
Then you get those people who, like, forget to put their guns away. Something I need to start doing is, like, holstering mid-fight, and then reposition, pull it back out, you know? Yeah.
My bad, I gotta back off.
Yeah.
Back off.
It's okay. Bless you, bro. He's in chat saying some dumb shit. I don't think caustic treatment's a hot drop. I'm just gonna say that, man. Like, if you got one team with you that does not make it a hot drop,
I think more people go there in ranked.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
But
there's always like 4 teams there in ranked because they want the gold shit.
I think
you
it's
always
more of
spread
a
out
hot
and
drop
shit.
for ranked.
Like, bro, I don't land map room when we play ranked. I fucking love map room, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I
it's
like
completely different.
exactly. You want to spread out. You want to like. I mean, you land with one team. You land with one team, but it's all RNG, right? So you got to
Yeah.
be careful. They could all get pretty 2 perps in a blue, and y'all are still running white, and you got like P20s and shit. They just ape on you, and you're dead. There you go, minus 50 points. But
Right.
I don't know.
Facts.
I think I've only landed caustic a couple times. I still don't know how like the gold loot works and all that shit.
I think some of it's purple now. They changed some shit over there. I think it's
I
like
wouldn't
2
doubt
golds.
it because
Those are some
the
shit.
holds now, right?
Yeah.
Those like
Well, it was
attachment
legal.
holds have fucking blues in them now.
Yeah, everything's changed.
Oh,
Everything
it's
is
too
lower tier
powerful.
loops. It's crazy.
Sometimes you don't have to worry about the movement and stuff. Like, it's very
And
situational. It's
sometimes
situational.
movement's not always about like being flashy. It's about being practical. Like you perform the required movement in a fight that you need to, but you're not like trying to wall hop on a kid. So at the end of the day, like practicing your movement and like trying to prioritize it in certain situations, like is good to benefit your overall like practical movement. But I don't know. Don't throw ranked games because you're trying to practice movement. You know,
Yeah,
like.
yeah. When I was talking about the movement stuff, I kind of meant more of like just being speedy and just not slow.
Yeah, no, 100%. Always moving, like, just in general, like.
Like, you know those guys who like can't move when they loot boxes? You know what I'm talking about?
Controller plays without bindings.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, fuck, that's why I keep saying about the vantage sniper, man. Like, if you get shot once, don't stand in the fucking open. There's a
Yeah.
vantage aiming at you, man. You got her big ass beam looking at you. You'll know who she's aiming at. Like, it's a position giveaway.
Yeah, at a point, too, for movement will become natural to you, where it's like you don't have to, like, focus or prioritize it, really. Like, it's just something your play styles
You
like,
add it to your
composes
arsenal.
of.
You add it
Yeah.
to your arsenal, you practice it in the range, and it's something that you can do if needed.
Yeah, exactly. It's an
situation.
option you have in a situation, for sure.
Like, if you can't do it, you don't have that option. So
movement,
just
so I
learning
don't
to do
have
more
that.
shit. Like, I didn't care for tap strafing for the longest time, and then I, like, finally bound it, and, like, now I do it a lot. I didn't think I would, but here we are.
You use the shit out of it. I watch you and I'm like, yeah, no wonder he's fucking not dying when I am. He's got tap strafing on there.
Just around corners, whatever.
I can, like,
Yeah.
I can show you how to if they set it up, Flipper, send you a video fucking after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have paddles. That's the other thing.
Ooh,
I-
okay,
I
that's
play-
yeah.
I play 4-4, like no paddles. Like everybody trips out on it because I have decent movement for, you know what I mean?
I got you.
But
There-
yeah,
like
I
there
don't
is
use
players who
collection.
don't really use paddles. Like Daltouche don't use paddles. Fucking, there's a couple other like pro players who don't use paddles.
yeah. Somebody
do
told
they
me
play
that.
claw?
Because I don't play claw. I play standard. Straight up.
Yeah, I got you.
Old school fucking.
You need to learn claw, bro. I'm telling you.
No, I don't.
Just do it, bro. I was clawing in like Black Ops 2 ranked and shit.
Yeah. Well,
Do it.
if I'd have known what
Add it
claw
to your
was,
arsenal.
Yeah. My arsenal has enough in it, sir.
I actually like when I play claw and like FPS and like shit like that. Like I switch it depending on what I'm doing. I don't know. I feel like I just switch back and forth between standard and claw, just depending on the situation or if I'm running or fighting or not, whatever. Is there anything we're missing?
I don't know. I had a little list. I think we went over all the stuff on it.
Yeah, well,
You know, one more thing I would say, Zufo, is like practicing your movement and like playing are like two different things. If you're like in a fight, fighting people, trying to like get better at your movement, that's not throwing. You know what I mean? That's like actively getting better at it. You
Well,
know?
and that's what you use pubs for, like,
Yeah.
or arenas or something like that. Like, depending on what scenario you're trying to get better at, I feel.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep telling Agent Zero to go hot drop pubs, but he won't listen and he keeps playing
Hey,
ranked.
that's what we've been doing.
What?
Hot dropping pubs. That's what we
100%.
do.
That's how you get better at the game, but he doesn't listen to me. Like,
Yeah.
ranked and pubs are two different playstyles. If you play ranked, you're trying to land at a POI by yourself, you're playing passively, you're worrying about rotations, you're scanning
I
beacons.
don't know.
Fuck,
by
if I hop into a
yourself.
pubs, I don't give a shit to scan a beacon. Just go to zone, you hear gunshots, run at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you avoid fights, you're not going to get better at gun
For
skill.
real. The only way to get better at the game is to go fight people and like
Yep.
yeah.
And if you put yourself in those situations in ranked, you're just going to
I
lose
don't know.
RP.
No,
When I was when
I
I
stay throwing.
right. I don't know, when I played lower lobbies like gold, silver, bronze, and all that shit when I was newer to the games, I tried to fight as much as I could at those
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty much pubs. Once you get used to it,
Yeah.
just gotta keep working at it, keep grinding them.
All right, chat. Well, that's
Seal
the end of
approval.
episode 2. Appreciate everybody for being here. Hope you learned something today. Or, if you agree with any of our opinions and anything. This video will be up on YouTube shortly. Thanks, everybody, for chilling. Take it easy. Goodbye. And love
Deuces.
you.